Top 10 famous successful person after a million rejections. Harrison Ford is a well-known actor. He was told by the head of new talent on the set after having 2 lines in his first picture, "You'll never make it in the business, so forget about it." Despite this, he has since acted in over 50 films and is one of the most well-known faces in the Star Wars universe. Elvis Presley was an American singer who was well known for his. He had aspired to be a singer since he was a child, but he was still driving a truck in 1954. Jimmy Denny, the Grand Ole Opry's manager, told him after his debut performance, "You ain't going nowhere, son. You should get back into truck driving." Who is he, exactly? Hint. He's also known as Rock and Roll King. Michael Jordan is a basketball player who was born in. He was 15 years old and 5 feet 10 inches tall in 1978, but he aspired to be a professional basketball player. After being cut from his high school basketball team due to a lack of skill, this man went on to appear in 14 All-Star games and win 6 NBA titles. Jackie Chan is a well-known Chinese martial artist. He was an extra in a Chinese film when he was 8 years old. He was then informed he was useless and should give up when he was 17 years old. Following his success as Bruce Lee's stunt double, he tried his luck in Hollywood, but was turned down due to his poor command of the English language. He returned to the United States for his role in the film Rumble in the Bronx, which he starred in after a 10-year absence. Steve Jobs is a well-known American entrepreneur. After 1 semester of college, he quit out. He abandoned one of his first jobs to experiment with psychedelic drugs and travel around India by backpack. He then started a computer company, from which he was sacked. He returned to the same company in 1997 as interim CEO to reform it. He went on to become one of the most well-known businessmen in history. Oprah Winfrey Network. She was born in 1954 and had to battle a lot of adversity and rejection as a black woman in her early years. Eventually, she became a co-anchor on WJZ-TV in Baltimore, but she was sacked from her dream job. She went on to start her own show and is now a self-made African-American billionaire. J.K. Rowling is the author of the Harry Potter series. As an unemployed single mother living on government assistance, she worked on her first novel for 6 years. Her own publisher turned her down, claiming that she would never be able to sustain herself writing children's books. Her novel was rejected by 12 publishers before being accepted by Bloomsbury. She is now worth more than $1 billion. Jack Ma. He was turned down 10 times for Harvard, and he was turned down for all 30 jobs he applied for following graduation. He even applied for a job at KFC, but he was the only one who was refused out of a pool of 24 persons who applied for 23 jobs. He then established a company but was unable to secure funding in Silicon Valley. He is one of China's most recognized businesspeople, with a net worth of about £28 billion. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. This individual had a long list of failures in his life. 1832 was defeated in the state election. 1838 was failed in his bid to become House Speaker. 1843 was failed in his bid for a seat in Congress. 1846 was defeated in his bid for re-election to Congress. 1856 was defeated in the U.S. Senate election. 1858 was defeated in his bid for vice president. 1858 was defeated in the U.S. Senate election. He was elected President of the United States in 1860. Walt Disney is a fictional character created by Walt Disney. He had over 300 rejections from financiers after his editor told him he lacked vision and had no decent ideas, in 1919. Here's a quote that might help you figure out who he is. "All of my troubles and obstacles in life have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth could be the best thing in the world for you."